What is up, everybody? I'm George Mossey. This is my co-host, Heather C. Unexpected is back after a year of waiting, and there are new faces, there are familiar faces, there are faces that are no longer on the show. I'm talking about you, Merca and Ethan. They are not coming back. Well, I'm so excited. We're going to jump right in. The episode has premiered. I hope you guys watched the Baby Bumps episode as well, so you got caught up because we're jumping right in. I hope you guys are right where we are. So last night we met Kylan and Jason, a new fresh-faced couple to the show from Dublin, New Hampshire. Kylan is 17, Jason is 18, and they met and started having sex right away. And we found out that Jason is a self-proclaimed F-boy who does not like to wear condoms. And what do you think about the couple? First impressions.
I mean, they're typical, typical teenagers of this generation. I think that you can tell that he is the only child, which they had mentioned, because, he kind of gave his parents a run for their money. And I don't know. I'm worried about them because I feel like they jumped in way too soon. I mean, they started sleeping together right away, like you said. They don't really have a strong background other than he thought she was cute. So it makes you wonder if another cute girl walks by, is that going to be another situation? So, first impression, I like them, but I'm worried. How long term is this going to be?
I worry that too. He did say that he went from girl to girl and it was a game for him, or he liked to talk to multiple girls at once. And he said, oh, well, I met her and she was cute, so I'm going to stick with her. Again, like you said, that is not a strong foundation to be raising a family. And
Yeah.
also, they brought up that they wanted a home birth, which is a very scary situation because there's a doula there to help you, sometimes there isn't. So, and you don't know if you're going to need an emergency C-section or there'll be complications. So what do you think about that? Because his parents actually wanted him to do some more research and watch videos and try to determine if that was a good idea or not. What do you think this decision means for them?
I like the fact that the parents told him to be more educated about it, but the fact that they're not is a little worrisome because, I mean, if stuff goes wrong during a birth period, even in a hospital, it could cause in long-term effects and or death. So you don't want to have a situation where there is an emergency, you're nowhere near any medical help, and
Mhm.
either you or your baby could be seriously injured or, like I said, resorting to death. And I think that I'm not knocking it though. There's a lot of people that do the home births, they're very successful and stuff. But since they're all just kind of like, this is what we want to do, make sure you do know everything first. It sounds to me like it's more so because he wants to be in the mix,
Yeah.
not that they want to do that. I think if the
Yeah.
hospital treated them like equals, he'd be game for whatever. So this might not be the best decision. It might just be because he wants to be part of it.
I agree with you 100%. So let's talk about Lily and Lawrence. They're a familiar face. We know them from last season. They are back with two children now, LJ and Aaliyah, who are both literally adorable. And we actually see that they have a strong bond. We remember last season that Lawrence was uneasy about Aaliyah holding LJ and she wanted to be in the mix. This was her little brother. She wanted to be super close with him right away. And that is exactly how that is. So I'm so glad that those feelings and those worries and that nervousness has gone and they have now been building that bond in that relationship. And now we found out that Lily and Lawrence have been approved for an apartment and they're going to be moving out on their own for the first time. And with two kids, this is a pretty big thing to take on, buying everything you need for a new place, paying for everything, having insurance, and then it's an hour away from all of their help and family. I'm worried about them because I know Lily's mom has been doing a lot for her and the kids and for Lawrence. And with her being away from them by an hour and them not seeing her every morning and every night, it's going to be a lot more work. And I don't want that strain to take itself out on the relationship.
I think that they don't know what they're going to be in for. I mean, they're so used to having that help since day one. I mean, Lily's mom has been her rock. And like she had said in the video that we saw that, hey, I wake up, 6 a.m., I believe she said,
Yeah.
I get, your daughter ready, dressed, fed, while you're in bed still, and it's like she didn't know that she had all these luxuries and basically like a free hired help, so to speak. I don't blame them for wanting to move out though and start their family, because I mean, ages, 20, 21, 2 children, you never know your strength unless you do it together. When you have all these people that you can lean on, you forget to rely on each other. So if they ever want to see that their relationship is going to last, or if they're going to be great parents or whatever, they need to just spread their wings and fly, because they'll never know. They have that safety net, that backbone of their parents to help them with everything. They're not going to know what it's like to struggle or fall or succeed if they don't try. So I'm glad they have this opportunity. Hopefully they, take it for what it is and do a great job with it.
I do too. I'm happy for them. They got approved for their place. I'm excited for them, but at the same time, I'm rooting for them that this is going to be a positive move. They are going to be able to grow stronger through this. And they did say that they've been engaged almost a year and they do want to get married really soon. But moving out, I think, is going to push that date back, because weddings are even more expensive than living on your own. So I feel like they need to do it one step at a time. And the best way to do that is move into the apartment, get everything that they need, settle in, and then maybe wait another year and then get married. Because if you really love each other, the date that you get married is less important. It's just the fact that you get to do it and you enjoy it and it's what you always wanted. So sometimes waiting is the best way to go.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's it for part one. We're going to come back with part two and talk about Emerson and Mason. And we're going to revisit Tyra and Alex. And we're going to talk about their story as well. Thank you so much for joining us. And make sure you're live tweeting with us every Sunday night. TLC's Unexpected. I'm George Mossey. This is my co-host, Heather C. And we're going to talk to you guys really soon.